Coming up on School Matters, it's an Extreme Makeover School Edition, where there is dozens of volunteers use everything from paintbrushes to picnic tables to spruce up one of our schools. How their work is sprucing up spirits. Plus, he may be nearing the century mark, but at 91 years old, he has incredible energy.
This is a great opportunity to help out.
How this outstanding volunteer is making his mark at the Teacher Supply Depot, and which local group is recognizing his work. And it's just what the doctor ordered. Duval County students are getting ahead in the medical field by getting their hands on some high-tech equipment. We'll show you which school is going from the classroom to the operating room. We'll also reveal how their work in the classroom is earning them national recognition. Plus, Duval's top teacher has another reason to celebrate.
And I would like to congratulate her as one of the 5 finalists for Teacher of the Year for the 2014 year for the state.
Tune in as our district and state leaders surprise our April Shackelford with an amazing honor. School Matters starts now.
It's been nearly a decade since a Duval County teacher has been named Florida's Teacher of the Year.
But today, one of our teachers has a 1 in 5 chance of earning that title. Thanks for watching this episode of School Matters. I'm Evan Fernandez.
And I'm Isabella Groff. Today we're taking a closer look at some of the outstanding teachers, students, and schools setting our district apart. School Matters reporter Alexis Grant is standing by with more on 2 students who beat the odds, 1 in 1,000 to be exact, and scored full rides to college.
And our Julian Robertson is joined by Dr. Nikolai Vitti with his perspective on the recent successes, which leads us to our top story.
She's head of the class here in Duval County. Now she's up for an even bigger honor, Florida's Teacher of the Year.
Our cameras were rolling as April Shackelford learned she's one of 5 finalists vying for the title. Watch as these students drum up excitement. And board members get the crowd going. If you haven't guessed already, this is a pep rally at Northwestern Middle School. But this isn't just any pep rally.
Next to the students, teachers are the most important ingredient in our success.
This celebration is for teachers, and educators were the guests of honor. In fact, several students took turns publicly thanking their teachers for their support. Among those thanked April Shackelford, our district's Teacher of the Year.
And when I'm down and feel like I can't get up, I know she's always there to pick me up.
I can tell you that I would not be standing in front of you right now with this microphone, with this nice suit, talking as a superintendent if it wasn't for teachers that believed in me.
Dr. Vitti, Northwestern board member Paula Wright, and many other board members were part of the celebration, as was Pam Stewart, Florida's Chancellor of Public Schools. She traveled from Tallahassee with an announcement.
And I would like to congratulate her as one of the 5 finalists for Teacher of the Year for the 2014 year for the state.
Take a look at Shackelford's face, and take a look at that $5,000 check in her hands. But she isn't the only one cashing in. Macy's, in conjunction with the Florida Department of Education, presented the school with a $1,000 check and Shackelford with a $500 gift card. That's what I call a big surprise.
She's putting all she had into you guys, all of the late night planning, coming up here on weekends, working with you after school. She does that because she believes in you, and we believe in you.
I believe it sends a message to my students, to the students, to the parents, to the community, of strong possibilities that when we work hard as a team, as we do here at Northwestern, that anything is possible.
Shackelford is the lead reading teacher at Northwestern Middle School. If she's named State Teacher of the Year this July, she'll be the 5th in Duval County's history to earn the title.
Julian Robertson is standing by with Dr. Nikolai Vitti with more on how significant this is. Hey, Julian.
Thanks for joining us. First of all, as a former teacher, how big of a deal is this? And what does it mean for the district to have this honor?
Well, only 5 teachers throughout the state were recognized for this honor. So to have one of our own in Duval recognized as Teacher of the Year, it represents the hard work that our teachers present every day and working with our kids, and it gives Duval County Public Schools the recognition that we deserve for the type of work that we do with our children every day.
This announcement was made during National Teacher Appreciation Week. And we know one of your key focus areas is great educators and leaders. Tell us about that.
Well, we're striving to do as a district is to create teachers like Ms. Shackelford in every classroom throughout our district. And Ms. Shackelford obviously represents some of our best teachers in this school district. So when we talk about developing great teachers and leaders, we use Ms. Shackelford and what she does every day with her kids, and we try to build teachers up to the point where they can offer that same type of support and instruction to students across this entire district.
Do you think teachers are paid enough? Are there any plans to increase their pay?
If I had a magic wand, I would give teachers as much as LeBron James makes every year. The reality is we're working with a limited budget, but with that said, going into next year, I do anticipate a bonus and a pay increase for all teachers across the district, including paraprofessionals and clerical staff throughout our district.
Thanks for joining us, Dr. Vitti.
Thank you for having me.
Dr. Vitti will be joining us again soon. But if you want to hear more about how teachers inspired him throughout his life, head to our YouTube page for an exclusive video. Back to you guys.
They had a 1 in 1,000 chance of winning, and this year, 2 Duval County students beat the odds.
We're talking about 2 seniors who've earned full college scholarships thanks to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. School Matters reporter Alexis Grant is joining us with more on the recipients. Alexis?
Hey guys, not many people can call themselves Gates Millennium Scholars, but this year, 2 of our students can wear those titles with pride. Meet Caleb Bonzi, a senior at Terry Parker High School, and Alexis Smiley, a senior at William M. Raines. They're both recipients of this year's Gates Millennium Scholarship, an honor only 1,000 students in the country earn. This is a full scholarship they'll get to use at any college or university of their choice. It will cover tuition, fees, books, and living expenses, which will come in handy for their big plans. Caleb plans on majoring in medicine at the University of Florida. Alexis also plans to go to UF. She'll major in veterinary medicine. As you can imagine, both students are thrilled about this opportunity.
It means a great deal because right now my sister and my brother are at UCF, and my parents have been struggling for the longest time, and just to have that peace of mind regarding my financial situations, I feel like it's a big burden lifted off of them, and I'm just proud that I was able to help my family in this way.
At first I didn't know how I was gonna pay for regular college and also grad, so I filled out a bunch of scholarships, and the Gates Millennium was one of the very many, and I'm just like so excited that everything's covered and it's stress off my mom and everything. That's the best feeling.
This year, there are 5 Duval County finalists for the scholarship. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Alexis. Most would agree that high school students and elementary school students don't exactly speak the same language.
But that's not the case in Duval County. Students at Baldwin Middle Senior are using foreign language to reach their younger peers.
Uno, dos, go with Miss Anna, 3.
This is the Little Language Learners program at Mamie Agnes Jones Elementary School. And if you guessed they're speaking Spanish, muy bueno, you are correct. Members of the Baldwin Middle Senior High School Spanish Club have been traveling to the elementary school all year to teach students the language.
They're using creative techniques like games and activities, not to mention some treats to sweeten up the experience. Spanish 1 teacher Erica Carter says students chose to participate in this program as a way of giving back.
And it's clear this program is translating well. High schoolers are learning to be leaders, and elementary students are learning new words and phrases.
Who doesn't love to speak Spanish? You know, I love it. When they go older, they can have like a second language and it can be better learned.
I think it's extremely easier to learn Spanish or any other second language whenever you're younger, instead of learning it whenever you're in high school or middle school.
In elementary school, I wasn't able to learn Spanish like this. Like, this is pretty cool. And I didn't start learning any of this stuff until 8th grade. So it's great that they get a head start.
I feel like us giving back to the community really helps the community.
As they get older, we take away the candy and we put in, let's talk about real world benefits. Let's talk about how it's going to benefit you if you want to be a nurse, a lawyer, a doctor, even a waitress or a waiter. Learning Spanish, that's going to help you get hired. You know, that's going to help you be more marketable.
Carter says what makes this experience even more meaningful for the Spanish Club is that many of them once attended Mamie Agnes Elementary. so they truly are giving back.
We're just getting started with School Matters. Coming up, he's raising the bar and has an award to prove it. We'll reveal which district administrator is being recognized by the legal community and what this honor means for our schools.
And a little spring cleaning is going a long way at this Duval County Middle School thanks to dozens of volunteers. How a school spruce up is sprucing spirits at Northwestern Middle School.
Don't change the channel. School Matters will be right back.
Are you curious about how you can support public education? Swing on over for a celebration of reading and education at the Pep Rally for Excellence on Saturday, June 1st from 10 to 1 at Metropolitan Park. We'll recognize student achievement plus parent and teacher advocacy. You'll go bananas over our entertainment, interactive booths, and activities for the entire family. The Pep Rally for Excellence. Stand up and cheer for public education.
Success doesn't happen overnight.
You think we were handed a trophy? We earned it. 9 times. 9 times. You want it bad enough? Go get it. Go get it. Undefeated state champions.
Being a champ takes hard work.
It begins with educational excellence for every one of us.
Every one of us.
On the court, in the classroom, year-round.
All day.
Every day. Every day. Every day. Every day.
Keep your head in the game.
And this is Phil Little, District Coordinator of the Teaching American History Grant.
He's raising the bar indeed. You're looking at a video from this month's school board meeting. Board members recognize Phil Little, coordinator of the Teaching American History Grant, for receiving the Liberty Bell Award.
The Liberty Bell Award is presented by the American Bar Association to honor non-lawyers who increase civics education in classrooms.
Phil Little is here in the studio with School Matters reporter Jillian Robertson with more on this honor.
The American Bar Association has been giving the Liberty Bell Award for 41 years. Congratulations, Mr. Little.
Thank you.
First of all, I understand you're the coordinator of the Teaching American History Grant. What is that?
The Teaching American History Grant is a grant that was awarded by the Federal Department of Education, and we've had 2 of them now for a total of about 7 years. And what we do is we go out in the community and I set up workshops. I find primary source individuals, primary source documents where we bring that into the classroom. The teachers learn. We have people who are World War II veterans who have won the Medal of Honor. We've had civil rights leaders speak with the teachers. And when we can't find primary sources, we have reenactors that portray Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, all different kinds of historic figures. And it makes for a very, very exciting time.
Why are these experiences important to the classroom?
I think because when the teachers get excited about what they're teaching, then the students get excited about what they're learning. And when you have that synergistic opportunity happening, then you have students that really enjoy learning, and of course then their grades increase.
What do you think the greatest benefit of this is?
I think it's multifaceted. The greatest benefit, first of all, are that the teachers really enjoy it. They appreciate the grant. They appreciate what the grant does for them. It really helps them teach better. And then, of course, the major impact is that the students benefit. The students learn more about history. They become better citizens. The old adage that I like to quote is that if you fail to learn from history, then you are doomed to repeat it. And if you don't learn history, then you're not the citizen, you're not the person that you can be. So history is very, very important.
Congratulations again, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Evan and Isabella, back to you.
Thanks, Julian. It's the perfect prescription for success. Challenging classes paired with hands-on experience.
Alexis Grant is joining us with the story of a small school making some big headlines. Alexis?
Evan and Isabella, the big headline comes from the Washington Post. Darnell Cookman ranks high in the newspaper's list of America's most challenging schools. This year, Darnell Cookman came in at number 7. Darnell Cookman is the only Florida school to make the top 10. Stanton College Prep came in at number 11, and Paxton School for Advanced Studies is 17th. So how does a school like Darnell Cookman Middle High end up so high on such a prestigious list? Well, it's all about rigorous classes like the one you see here. You're looking at a video of Dr. Scott Sowell's senior seminar, a research class in which students devote an entire year to conducting their own study in the medical field. The Washington Post ranks the schools based on the number of AP, IB, and ACE tests given, compared to the number of graduating seniors. Students we spoke to say they aren't surprised their school made the list. They tell us they're constantly challenged, so much so many of them have been accepted to prestigious colleges and universities.
All your classmates are just as hardworking as you are, so it's not competitive per se, but you do want to catch up and keep up with everyone else, so that pushes you to work as hard as you can.
It's very academic, but also it's well-rounded. We have different opportunities for everybody to come.
And they push you to your limits where you don't really, I think the school is really different because they push you enough before you think you can't do enough, but you do way more than you would believe. And I enjoy it here.
There's a lot of work, and the teachers put a lot of emphasis on you trying to figure things out for yourself. They do help you if you really need it, but a lot of it is that self-guided learning.
Speaking of cool things going on at Darnell Cookman, we had to show you this video. They're inside of a hospital simulation center using real-life medical equipment. Here, they're operating on a sim woman who's pregnant. Looks pretty amazing, right? It's just one of many hands-on experiences Darnell Cookman students enjoy. Evan and Isabella, back to you.
We're almost done with School Matters. He may be 91 years old, but don't let his age fool you. How this outstanding volunteer is transforming the Teacher Supply Depot.
Plus, Dr. Vitti is back in the studio with an interview you don't want to miss. School Matters will be right back.
Are you curious about how you can support public education? Swing on over for a celebration of reading and education at the Pep Rally for Excellence on Saturday, June 1st from 10 to 1 at Metropolitan Park. We'll recognize student achievement plus parent and teacher advocacy. You'll go bananas over our entertainment, interactive booths, and activities for the entire family. The Pep Rally for Excellence. Stand up and cheer for public education.
Success doesn't happen overnight.
You think we were handed a trophy? We earned it. 9 times. 9 times. You want it bad enough? Go get it. Go get it. Undefeated state champions.
Being a champ takes hard work.
It begins with educational excellence for every one of us.
Every one of us.
On the court,
In the classroom.
year-round,
All day.
every day, every day,
Every day.
every day.
Keep your head in the game.
In just 1 year, he's given more than 2,000 hours of his time toward a wonderful cause, the Teacher Supply Depot.
But if you're impressed with the number of volunteer hours, just wait till you hear another number, his age. Here at the Teacher Supply Depot, you can see a little bit of John Sorenberger's dedication everywhere. He's always busy, moving supplies from one place to another, and his handiwork is everywhere. After all, he's responsible for laying out every single room and putting up every single shelf in this building. And then there are the binders, boxes and boxes of binders.
These are 2-inch, these are 1/2 inch.
Volunteers say there's only one way to describe John.
The place could not operate without John.
He's the glue that keeps us together in a lot of ways.
He has been the one constant throughout the entire program.
John is 91, going strong, but don't be fooled by his age. He's been volunteering at the depot for years. His journey began shortly after he came to Jacksonville in July 1996 and moved just down the street from Chris Buckley, founder and head of the depot.
John, after retiring here, his wife passed away and he just didn't know what he was going to do with himself. And his daughter-in-law suggested that he knew me and he should come help.
I retired, and then my wife died suddenly, and I'm alone. And what are you going to do alone? I can sit here and help out and do things and make it easier for everybody.
John spent nearly 2 decades making things easier for teachers and students who need supplies. Volunteers say he's vital to the depot.
I'm 72, and it gives me great hope for the next 20 years of my life that I might be doing something as valuable as he is, and he's here 5 days a week. I can barely make 3 days a week.
And remember those binders we showed you earlier? In all of his years at the depot, John's counted and sorted well over 1 million of them, a job he takes very, very seriously.
I learned quite rapidly that you do not touch John's binders because they are all, 1 million of them, counted, And if you need one, you don't take it out of a counted box.
So now you can understand why Buckley nominated John for Hands On Jacksonville's Young at Heart Award. It's an honor meant for an outstanding volunteer at least 70 years young.
It shows to the other people that no matter how old they are or how young they are, that you can volunteer and help out in the time of need.
Not only did John win the award, he was recently honored in a ceremony with a write-up and a medal he has yet to take off. John says he couldn't be more proud of what he does and who he gets to help every day.
There's a great need for the young generation to be able to get supplies now and to get their education.
What an inspiring man and a great cause. By the way, that is the second time John has won that award.
Our Julian Robertson is joined now by Dr. Vitti with more on how important volunteers are to the district.
Did you know that Dr. Vitti and several board members recently had a chance to celebrate John and other volunteers through an event called Comcast Cares? Hundreds showed their appreciation for the depot by volunteering their time at the building. Dr. Vitti, why are volunteers and business partners important?
Well, as a district, we can't do everything by ourselves, and when the community steps up and fills gaps that exist with resources or even labor, we come together as a community and we work together to fill the gaps that exist to making a better school district to provide a better quality education for our children.
What are some ways that parents and members of the community can volunteer?
Well, next year we're hoping to start an initiative that will allow volunteers and parents to work in classrooms, to work with students that are below grade level in reading and math. We're also looking to have an opportunity for parents to participate in a parent academy and to learn more about how to advocate for their child educationally and learn more about the school system.
What impact do volunteers have on the district?
Well, through volunteerism, I think we create a better connection between our community and our schools. We learn, I think our employees, our students learn more about the community becomes more involved and takes more ownership of the improvement process at our schools, and we work together to fill gaps that exist in our society.
Thanks for joining us, Dr. Vitti.
Thank you.
If you're interested in volunteering with DCPS, go to duvalschools.org for more information. Evan, Isabella?
Thanks, Julian. Now let's turn to School Matters reporter Alexis Grant.
She's got more on another group of volunteers giving one of our schools a facelift. Hi, Alexis.
Evan, Isabella, it's amazing what a fresh coat of paint can do to a building. But at Northwestern Middle School, this isn't just about paint. It's about giving students a sense of pride. They've got hammers, a chainsaw, and paintbrushes.
You don't have to come all the way down. Part way down.
These are all volunteers with Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, and the United Way, and they're spending their day working at Northwestern Middle School. On their to-do list, build new picnic tables, lay down mulch, and paint a mural. Sounds pretty impressive considering they're doing all of this work in just a few hours.
If it were not for these volunteers, we could not fund projects such as these. We just don't have it in the budget to do that. So that makes it extra special that they're coming out and volunteering all of the material, all of the human resources to get these things done.
Volunteers are here as part of Bank of America's Global Services Month.
We wanted to come back out to Northwestern Middle School because the children here at the school were they would come down the hallways and they would say, "Hey, what are you guys doing there? Nobody ever comes to our school. Thank you so much."
Before coming out, they talked to the principal about potential projects. They decided picnic tables would be great places for students to sit with tutors and mentors, and that a mural would be a great backdrop for those who want to sit outside and read.
We're going to have tables set up here and chairs so that they can come here, sit. It's a nice, relaxing environment for the students, for the teachers, and get them to be, more inclined to read and enjoy it and have a really nice setting for them.
Cindy Mikowski is the artist behind this mural. She worked with Principal Johnson to come up with the concept, which led to this painting. The challenge was bringing this painting to life on a large scale, 800 square feet to be exact.
For the most part, none of these people have ever painted before, and they are impressing me. What I did is I designed a painting and a wall mural that a beginning artist could do, so anybody that has never painted before. Most everybody here has had 1 2-hour training session. And in that, I showed them the strokes to do treetops, to do bushes, how to put the water reflection in. I mean, I'm astounded. They are doing even better than I expected. I'm just so impressed with what they are doing and, just following the direction and keeping it as simple as possible.
Check out the finished product. Looks good, right? It's a huge undertaking that isn't simply about what the school looks like on the outside, but also about the pride students and staff feel on the inside.
The district cannot survive without volunteers, without the PTA, without the corporate volunteers. Corporations have the volunteers and the money, and they're proud to give toward these kinds of projects.
It's just great that organizations are willing to partner with us on this level. Both the projects have been huge, and it's all about making the school warm and inviting for the students. And we want our kids to feel proud about their school.
Evan and Isabella, volunteers didn't stop at sprucing up the building. They also took time at the end of the day to teach students about financial literacy, proving that volunteerism adds up. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Alexis. That's it for this episode of School Matters.
Remember, the good news doesn't end here. Check out all of our latest videos by visiting our YouTube page. And be sure to like DCPS TV on Facebook.
From all of us and on behalf of the superintendent, have a great day.